welcome to today's insight. All right, and so today I'm gonna do a part two to yesterday's video, which was all about knowing people's triggers. So today I'm talking about the ways in which people react when they get triggered, right? So how do they respond to their triggers? And so I first uh, found I first looked up all the ways in which they might, what would trigger them, right? There are 10, which is 10 common triggers, okay? And I'm going to put the website in the bottom, in the description box below. And so the first one is feeling invisible. Second one is being dismissed. Third is being ghosted. Fourth is being used. Fifth is sensing danger. Sixth is feeling utterly alone. Seventh is being controlled and or smothered. Eighth is being vulnerable. 9 is when boundaries are ignored or violated. And the 10th one is feeling out of ease with the situation, person, or place. Now, then I also looked up on ChatGPT, like how do people react? So the way people react to triggers, there are 4. So you got emotional reactions, you got physical reactions, you got behavioral reactions, and you have cognitive reactions. In the previous search that I did, there was also mention of the way people respond. So there is an interesting, significant change that needs to be addressed in regards to people who have done the work upon themselves and who don't necessarily react to a trigger, but actually respond to a trigger, which means they've gone through therapy, they've talked it out, and that they've done the inner work, which is key and very, very, very important. I'm going to describe the 4 methods of reacting to triggers. We asked the question, and this time there's emotional responses. Okay. These can include fear, anger, sadness, shame, guilt, or anxiety. For example, someone who has extremely experienced trauma may feel overwhelmed or panicked when reminded of the event. Now, I sometimes feel this, especially when I was at the crossroads where I actually got hit by that car. I felt overwhelmed. I felt like it was like a automatic response. I didn't cross the street. I ran across the street. And so it depends on the person, it depends on their trauma, it depends on many different factors. Hopefully it didn't get lost. Yes, okay. Then there's the physical response, which is triggers can cause physical reactions like rapid heart rate, sweating, shallow breath, or even nausea. Often part of the body's fight or flight response, which is partly what happened when I ran across the street and did not cross the street like a normal person. Okay, behavioral response is a person might withdraw, lash out, avoid situations, or engage in compulsive behavior, like substance use or overeating in reaction to a trigger. Now, the 4th one is cognitive responses. Triggers might cause intrusive thoughts, flashbacks, negative self-talk, or difficulty concentrating. And now, disassociation, the 5th. In some cases, especially with trauma, people may disconnect from the present moment or feel detached from reality or themselves. These reactions can be mild or intense, and people often aren't fully aware of what triggered them until afterward. well, I can talk of PTSD, but what I was mentioning prior is that in the first post, in the first ChatGPT search I did, there was also a mention of people can get over this, but they would have had to gone through like therapy or like group coaching or something to have walked through it or to have gotten through it, which I find is very interesting and true, because if you haven't gone to therapy after what happened, the 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 trauma is going to linger. But if you've gone and talked to a therapist, things can be healed and worked through, right? So, yes. Is there something that you are doing intentionally or unintentionally that might be caused by a trigger? Ponder that.